Welcome back everyone. Today we are looking at one of my favourite cards in the Flesh and Blood TCG, the brute weapon, the Mandible Claw. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own custom altered art version. Okay, so how we're going to start here is we're going to remove the border. Now this is pretty simple to do. We are just going to get some black paint. It can be any black, but I've got carbon black here. I've also got some raw umber to eventually blend in the sort of center background towards the edge background, which is a bit darker. And then we also have a red and yellow. This is going to help me later blend out the sort of orange background behind the claws there. You don't need it. You could just bring in the black and darker colors in more. But it's there if you need it, if you want to extend the orange parts outwards. Now we are getting underway here. So for me, I want to keep this looking pretty formal and nice in terms of like all the text and the information, and I want the artwork to look really dark and gritty. So I'm not going to erase anything important. I'm just really erasing the side borders and the little borders around the borders. And first of all, I'm just going over them with black. Nothing special, taking my time to be careful. Don't want to overshoot it, don't want a big black smear over the white parts of the card, but it's that simple. Cool, so we have done that on both of the cards. Really happy with how these look already. Like that small change, which didn't take me too long at all, makes a big difference. Just removing the borders extends the artwork, and this one's a really easy artwork to extend because it's just, black really. So already really happy with how these are looking. So now we're going to go ahead, and I've mixed a bit of my brown and my black and a little bit of white, just to get like a grey, kind of a dirty dark grey, and that's gonna sort of be the in-between color between the dark edges and that background towards the center. So just trying to mix these and make it look natural, the transition between the two. Alright, so I'm getting pretty happy with both of these. The benefit of this artwork in particular is it's rough and it's meant to look a bit dark and gritty, so perfection isn't required here, which is great, especially if it's like your first time doing one of these. Going around the borders one last time. I think this is the third time I've actually touched these up, because it needs just a few layers to really cover that white. So just going around all the outer areas, making sure I've covered all those borders to make it look really clean and crisp on that edge. So here I've just mixed a bit of red paint with a lot of water, and we're actually going to try and do some blood splattering, which is going to look really awesome. I mean, imagine rocking up to your armory, placing down your rhino, your two claws covered in blood splatter. I mean, that's intimidation right off the bat. Okay, this is quite hard to actually do. You may want to practice on it on a sheet of paper before you even attempt this, because this part can be messy. You definitely want to cover your desk or table. But yeah, it's really important to cover the text parts of the card that you don't want to get covered in red paint, because you don't have much control in this part. Okay, so if you do go a bit overboard like I have, you can wipe off the red paint while it's wet. You've got to be really careful. You don't want to smudge the whole card, but if you're careful, you can rub off individual dots that are covering your text, for example. Awesome, so there we have it. This is my completed altar of the Mandible Claw. I've done both of them, which look really awesome, and you can see them next to the original here. I'm super stoked with this. It really wasn't too difficult. You do have to be careful when you're drawing over the border, around the edges. The blood splatter in particular can be a bit messy, but yeah, otherwise this is not too difficult. You don't need a huge amount of artistic skill to accomplish this, and yeah, this is a really fun thing to do, and a way to, you know, enhance your deck without enhancing your deck. So there we have it, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this. We will place Rhinar in the middle there, see how all three look. Maybe we'll get a little Rhinar custom in the future, something a little bit more tricky to go with the two claws. But for now, that's it. Really hope you've enjoyed this and got something from this. If there's anything you'd like to recommend me to make an altar of, or anything you'd like to say, please let me know. Thank you for watching and subscribing, and we'll see you next time.